Let's bring in Dave Sims and talk some Mariners. Dave, man, how are you, buddy?
Well, fellas, happy Thanksgiving. Great to see you guys. And Val, I see you went to my barber. He did a hell of a job for you.
I did. How about that? I need a couple of hats, Dave.
We
Dave
can
always
hook you up.
rocking the good
yeah,
hats,
no, I know.
Couple of
We'll hook you up,
fedoras
Val.
for Christmas. It would be very nice of you.
Dave, let's talk the Mariners. Let's start with King Felix here, man. I mean, he had that one stretch where he had, I think, 8 years in a row where he pitched at least 200 innings, was banged up last year here. So what do you expect for him here in 2018?
Boy, I tell you what, right now it is, for me, a big question mark. He's a super competitor. Val, you know this. But Father Time, he's going to be 32. He's got a lot of innings on him. He's got like 2,500 innings in his pocket already, 2,502.1 to be exact. And he's a six-time All-Star. And the last time he was really dominant was back in 15. He went 18-9. Shoulder issues the last year and change. So let's see what he can do. There you have it. Look at the 4.36 this year in limited action. A couple of stints on the DL. Obviously, he's not bringing 95, 98 anymore. He can cut it. He can sink it. And again, he competes like heck. If he can get five, and especially in this day and age in baseball, if he can get 5, 6 innings, then the bullpen, we can take it over from there. But hopefully, he's going to be a big contributor. The other thing is, you guys know, if Paxton stays healthy.
Yeah, speaking of that starting rotation, there were so many injuries to that starting rotation.
Right.
Just coming out of spring training, how important it is for these guys to just stay on the field.
I'll tell you what, I know the Mets had a lot of problems, but out west, the Mariners had a lot of problems too. I mean, 4 of the 5 starters are down by Memorial Day. I mean, that makes it difficult. Yet the ball club stayed competitive and relevant into about the second week in September, still vying for a playoff spot. Got to have good health. Paxton's going to be the lead dog. Then Felix, Mike Leake came over, did a nice job. And then, let's see what if Jerry makes any more moves. There's a few guys out there that could be some interesting free agents. They're hoping maybe Andrew Moore develops. Albers did a great job. Gonzalez, Miranda, guys like that, they're going to be in the mix. But I think right now my biggest point of curiosity, a couple of the free agents out there, a couple of notable guys, does Jerry make a move at them? And then you got the Ohtani factor as well.
Dave, one of the bright spots in the Seattle Mariners season last year was Mike Zunino. After a number of years really struggling his first 3 years, he had a breakout season this year, really showing why the Mariners drafted him number 1 back in the day. So do you think he has finally turned that corner?
Yeah, I think he has. And I think Edgar Martinez's influence as the hitting coach has really, it's been obvious. And when you watch his setup, it looks very reminiscent. See how erect he is, how vertical he is. And he's gotten shorter to the ball. And the other thing, too, he's so doggone strong, Val. You've seen this. He can go opposite field down the line and go opposite field to the gap with power. 25 home runs, third on the club in home runs behind Cruz's 39 and Seager's 27. And he hit 251. Sign us up for that anytime. Anytime. Mike had a heck of a year.
What about this young outfield, too? Haniger, Heredia, Gamble. These guys look good.
You know what's great about them, friend? These are the kind of guys, they can cover you line to line, and they cover all the gaps. I think the defensive metrics show that the Mariners were amongst the best in that regard. And then Haniger, if he could just stay healthy, he only played 96 games, 282, 16, and 47. Gamble was outstanding, had a phenomenal month of June, and Heredia was pretty solid, 249, 6 homers, 24 runs batted in. I'd like to see Heredia be more of a base-stealing threat. There are the numbers. But these guys catch the ball. If it stays in the air, they're going to catch it. If it gets down, they're going to cut it off. And all three of them have great, strong, and accurate throwing arms. So it really helps the pitching staff out, the starters and the bullpen, no question.
Dave, since Jerry DiPoto joined the Seattle Mariners, he has not been shy making trades. I've lost count of how many that's happened.
Yeah, I know.
This offseason, he's already done one. He's brought over Ryan Healy from the A's. What do you think he's going to bring to the club, and how's that going to kind of impact that lineup?
Well, with Alonso being a free agent, doesn't look like he's coming back. Valencia free agent, a lefty and a righty right there. Ryan Healy, we saw him a bunch the last couple of years. He hit really well against left-hand pitching. He hit 25 home runs. They said his glove is, average at best, but he's a big right-handed kid with great growth potential. 25 home runs this year, and he's a guy that even wears his number. Troy Glaus, you remember him, Val, was a big right-hand power hitter with the Angels not too long ago, and he grew up idolizing him and worked with Glaus. So hopefully Healy can come in and be a big right-hand power bat for the Mariners at the first base.
Dave, finally, before we let you go here, last year the Mariners won 78 games. They've been the sexy pick the last few years, and things haven't quite panned out. What kind of leadership role are guys like Nelson Cruz and Robinson Cano playing, and how is this wearing on them that things haven't quite panned out the way they would have liked?
They're, as you know, type A, super competitive guys. They want to win, and Nelly's coming into his last year, and personally, I hope they re-up him for another couple of years. I mean, the guy's in fabulous shape. He's 37 years old. He's the best 37-year-old in terms of condition that we know. And Cano, his range's not what it was, but he still swings a bat as well as anybody. I think their leadership has been very important to this ball club. I think right now, from everything that we've discussed to this point, got to get key guys to stay healthy. Robbie, for the most part, was healthy. He had some quad problems. Nelly was, for the most part, healthy. I mean, he banged out a whole bunch of home runs, led the league in RBIs. We got to have those two guys, got to have Seager, and hopefully the continued development of the guys we mentioned in the outfield. And Kyle Seager had another big 27 home run season. I think that leadership, I'm not worried about the leadership, to be honest with you. I think that's there. And these guys, let's face it, franchise hasn't been to the playoffs since 2001. Val, that's way too long a drought. I don't have to tell you, right?
Yeah, especially when you're up in that booth every night calling the game. You see all that talent out there. You just wanted to see it come together for one full season.
Absolutely. It would be great if they can go wire to wire. And this is the wish of everybody. You want to be healthy wire to wire. But, if Haniger and guys like that and Paxton stay healthy, let's see what you can do. And a lot's riding on these guys.
Give me a boomstick, baby, before we get out of here.
Here's the drive, swinging deep to left, boomstick, baby.
That's
Nelson
it.
Cruz with a home run.
That's my.
Hey, did you get your boomstick shirts yet? I know they were
I got
talking.
them. Thank you. Yeah,
how did they come out?
Granddaughter's got them. Yeah,
Fantastic.
thank you. I'll send you a picture, man. Thanks a lot.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Enjoy Thanksgiving. The great
You too,
Dave
fellas.
Sim.
Good to see you guys.
Give my best to
sir.
the family, man.
Same here. Best of both
All
you
right.
guys.